Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Chaos Child. I was like, what am I playing? Oh my god. And it's been like 3 days since I got to play any of this, so like, let's just hope I remember where we were, what we were doing. But anyway, we were looking at the board, and we were doing some stuff, and obviously with the sumo stickers, because here we go. But anyway, so you guys will know, because it's only been like a day for you, so... These are the only stickers we've got right now, right? Also, my voice is fucked, so sorry if I can't do the voices perfectly that I was doing before, but I can't do them perfectly anyway, so whatever. Yeah. Then here's the next step. I want to put a security camera up at the wall where all these stickers were placed. Huh? These stickers really bother me. Part of it's the fact that we've never seen so many of them in one place before, but... I guess I need a picture. Kazuki? Kazuki? She was too busy playing ESO2 to listen. Kazuki! Can you get me the photos of the sumo stickers from around the city we used for the videos? So? These are the stickers that were put up around town. Compare them to the ones on the wall. I wasn't gonna look myself, though. I didn't want to feel sick anymore. When I'd realized that this in my room yesterday, I'd been staring at them so long I literally felt like I was about to throw up. What am I supposed to... Oh, okay. They're just sumo stickers, right? Then look at the ones from the crime scenes. Ito took a careful look at the pictures I showed him. Oh. So he saw it then. I mean... They're all slightly different. Those ones are the exact same, maybe? And the ones for all over town are completely, like, each one's a little different? What? Oh, what? What is it? I can't do her voice, wow. Because I can normally get higher, but I can't... Oh, that's a little better. I can't do super high right now. Anyway. And the design's different. Ito kept his eyes locked on the image. Surprised. I'm not a sad little boy. After all, am I? Oh, yeah, you are, but... Okay, time for a lecture. Yep, there are several different sumo sticker designs. This has been the case since they were first discovered. Some have beards, some are crying, some have swollen heads. There are a bunch of them. Because of that, nobody knows which one was the original sticker design. In a sense, these things are graffiti. And in graffiti, it's common for someone to copy another person's work, so this happens a lot. Graffiti? Paintings or lettering? Oh my god, I can't do tour guide Spacey. Wow, I'm sorry. Paintings are lettering left on walls or rooftops using spray paint, ink, or other types of paint. Functionally identical in definition to street art, it's said to have begun appearing in America in the 1970s, and in recent years, some of its best creators have been recognized as cutting-edge artists. There's an unspoken rule that when painting over existing graffiti, you must replace it with something better, which has aided in the art form's development. Well, what's better to you is subjective, right? But anyway. In that case, only the people who involved know which is the original and which is the copy. But this time, the stickers on the wall and the stickers found at the crime scenes match completely. Just FYI, my voice, I just totally fucked. You can totally tell that. I'm sorry, I was yawning. My voice is totally fucked, and you can obviously tell that. But it's probably going to be like that for the next few parts, because Lord knows when it's going to come back. And then playing games is not going to help me. But I can't be like, well, I'll just take like a week off. I don't have time for that. So, we're getting in a good groove where we're going to be ready for everything and, like, you know, get back on track and not be, like, slowly pushing behind. Yeah. So, I'm sorry. But it is what it is. You're gonna have to deal. My voice acting is not that great that it's gonna make a difference. It's gonna make it slightly worse. Anyway. And then whoever put up the ones at the crime scene is the same guy who put them up on those wall? No, we don't know that. It might be a coincidence. There are some other stickers around Shibuya with an identical design. Ito sighed, disappointed. What, then? But isn't it weird that there's so many? More than there's ever been? If it's the same guy, then that means this may be where the next crime takes place. And if we could get a video of it happening, it would be the biggest scoop imaginable. That's true, I guess. Are you sure about this? About what? And we put up a camera in the middle of the city without permission. That's an invasion of privacy, right? Shouldn't we at least wait until the next new generation date on the 10th? This is going way beyond what a school club's supposed to do. Don't talk like Caruso. I am talking like Caruso. What happens if they catch us? I don't want to get killed. Or worse, expelled. Okay, Hermione. Aw, I'm telling you, you're too scared of Non. Right, Hannah? I love her so much. She's like the best character and she does nothing but play that game. I don't know why I like her so much anyway. See? No, she's clearly not listening. And don't worry about Caruso. She hasn't been coming after us lately anyway. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm a little tired. I don't mean to go. That's true, but... Don't pussy out on me, man. This is our chance. Our only clue is the sumo stickers, and there's something about those stickers that's bugging me. If this works out, we can get a clue to who the killer is before the cops do. And the worst that can happen is that we waste our time, right? No, the worst that can happen is the killer finds us and kills us. Serica's like, yep! And he's like, I think the worst that could happen is death, dude, but... Still, you'd have thought for a second about something. Probably Caruso. Fine, you're the club president. He nodded in resignation. It's true, we are the club president, and yet it's like, we're so afraid of Caruso, and like, we're like, yeah, we're gonna totally do this. It's not a bad idea, and everyone's like, okay, if you say so. Although we come up with a lot of bad ideas. I don't know. I mean, we gotta push the plot forward, but it's still like, I don't know. I don't think people should let us make decisions. We're not good at it. Anyway. All right. Oh, all right. Anyway. And that's about all we need this board for right now. Hey, this is the first time we've gotten so much use out of the board. Serica looked at all the papers pasted up on it. You're right. Until now, we haven't really had to go over everything. Just punch the wall. She's so cute. I don't know why I just love her. Did I just hear her get upset? Did she just lose a roll for a rare item or have a kill get stolen? Kill steal. Online gaming slang. The act of attacking a monster that another player has already started fighting. Since this can reduce the amount of experience or items earned by the original player, it can often lead to fights. In Japan, it's considered bad manners. I would say it's considered bad manners everywhere, like, Jesus, but... Roll. In ESO 2, when a party decides who in the group will get a rare item dropped by a monster, the computer rolls a set of dice for each player, and the person with the highest roll wins. ESO 2 also allows for different method of determining loot allocation. Oh, so sorry we keep yawning. I really just wanted to get back into playing this. I was gone for a couple of days. Like, weeks ago, by the time you see this. Actually... Yeah. But... Still... It was like, I came back, but it's like, I'm so fucking tired. Because, like, I can't sleep when I'm not at my own house. Like, if I'm staying... Like, when I went to my mom's house and I stayed for, like, a week... Like, the first night I was like, can't sleep, constantly waking up. But then, like, after a couple nights, you just, like, pass out and you're fine. Because you get used to it. But it's like, there's just something about... Like, sleep is a very... Sleeping and showering are two just... They're, like, my safety zones. Like, don't mess with me when I'm in the shower. Don't try to... Like, I'm wet and naked. That's weird. Just don't, like... You know what I mean? Like, if we're dating, fine. But, like, just a random person, like, bang, bang, bang. Oh, my God, don't talk about it. Like, I'm naked. Don't talk to me. I don't know. It's just, like... It's a vulnerable state, okay? And then so is sleeping. That's why people are like, oh yeah, you can just sleep on the couch. I can't just sleep on the couch because I will wake up constantly because I think someone is going to be staring at me and I don't want people staring at me when I sleep. And I also just don't feel very secure in other places because sleeping is a very vulnerable state. And I'm always just afraid like, oh my God, someone's going to touch me or something. I don't know. Even if I'm in a room, I don't know why. Okay. It's just a weird thing. I'm just not comfortable sleeping, even with white noise, whatever. Because, you know, you get used to the noise in your own place. But it's not even that. It's just like, because even with white noise, you're like, nope, it's someplace else. It's someplace different. So you're constantly waking up. And then, like, also, last night, we were up till 3:30 in the morning, and I got up at, like, 8:30. So, like, what's that, 5 hours? I can't do math. I only got, like, 5 hours of sleep. So, like, right now, it's, like, 10:30 at night. It's like, my body's like, bitch, what? But it's like, no, but, like, I have tomorrow off of work, so that tomorrow is my Sunday, not today, right now, so I need to be like, woohoo, it's like a Friday or Saturday night. Want to record some stuff. But I don't know if I will record more than this one part, because I keep yawning, and nobody wants to hear me yawn through this. It's kind of like when I sniffle or sneeze through things, but anyway. Plus my voice, but it's going to be like this for a couple of days anyway, so. Hey, don't do that, Hannah. You'll make a dent in the wall. There's a pretty big dent in it already, actually. What's wrong? Ito is still looking at the board. Was there something I'd forgotten to go over? Like, seriously, my throat hurts. It's not, like, sore because, like, I'm sick or anything. It's just, like, I've just been talking too loudly. We were all drinking last night. Like, but then, like, look. My family wants to act like, we don't get louder when we drink. Yes, you do, and then I have to get louder to talk to you, and it's like, I don't know. But it's weird, because I talk loud anyway, so. I wasn't, like, screaming at anybody, but holy Christ. I don't know. Anyway, was there something I'd forgotten to go over? Nothing, just... There's a lot of things we don't have answers to, right? Like, why is this happening on the same dates as the New Generation Madness? Or why the sumo stickers are found near the scenes, but not at the scenes themselves? Didn't we ask this the last time? Like, last part, anyway? Did you figure something out? No, that's not it. Ito shook his head. I just realized that because of that, we got a big leg up on everybody else. Kay from Shibuya News realized the thing with the dates, but... We're the only ones to notice the sumo stickers, right? Has that happened before? That's true, yeah. That just means this is our big chance, right? Yeah, if we don't start thinking of it that way, we may miss out. Ito smiled as if he'd gotten over his doubts. So what's the plan with the camera? We can't use the club's camera. Want to use yours? Yeah, I bought some motion-activated cameras for home security and ended up with an extra, so I bought it with me. It's got a battery long enough to last until October 10th. Okay, should we go right now then? It's got a battery long enough to last... What day is it? Isn't that, like, it's gonna last like 8 or 9 days? Shit! That's an impressive battery. Oh, about that. You gotta go alone. Can you go by yourself? We are an ass. Huh? What are you gonna do? I'm gonna talk to Arimura. Yesterday I was too busy with that video and the sumo stickers to do it. Ito looks surprised and fell silent for a moment. Well, I know there's a lot of stuff you want to ask her, but... When we met her last week in the student council room, she... Like, I don't know how to say it. She seemed a little strange and imposing. Didn't you think she was scary? With her giant eyes, pigtails, being like 4 feet tall. Being younger than us. She's kind of adorable. She's a little imposing and scary. Yeah. Yeah. I could tell what Ito was trying to say. And I, Arimura, had been a cheerful girl. At least when she was talking to Kurusu. But the second I brought up the Love Hotel incident... So you were the Hekio student who came into the room? I don't remember if that was her voice, but everything about her changed. Her voice was flat and emotionless, telling me nothing about what she was really thinking. And... You're gonna die. There's no line on it, but that's what she's whispering to us, I'm assuming, when she whispered it. There might have been a voice line there, but... She told you something back then, didn't she? Does that have something to do with it? No, nothing. She didn't say anything. He's like, look at him! Press X to doubt. Ito's thoughts, on the other hand, were extremely easy to follow. He didn't believe a word I said. Well, whatever. You two were the ones who were in the room with her. He must have come with some probable answer that satisfied him. But can you go by yourself? You know you're gonna end up tripping over your own words. go with him. Taku, you're not used to Arimura yet, are you? Shut up. I would just get a little nervous. Ito's like, a little, bro? Ito's face. What? Nothing. Just, you know, you two are together all the time. We are not. Just she and I. Oh, just she and I. I can't because I can't do it with my throat. Anyway, she and I have been friends for our whole lives. Huh. What are you trying to say? It's just like you to freak out, but still not deny it. Huh? You really aren't normal. Or you really aren't a normal. What did you say? Anyway, you wanna know I can handle Arimura. Okay. Oh, okay. That's her. Hey, wait, And me and Kazuki. I guess she just magically appears with her back turned. Punching a wall. She says a huge swarm of enemies just popped up and killed her. An MPK, maybe? MPK, short for Monster Player Killer. The act of luring a monster to another player and causing the monster to attack and kill them. It's considered seriously bad manners. No, wait a second. Kazuki's not the type to do anything outside the club anyway, is she? And then I'll handle the camera myself. Okay. See you later. I'm sorry, I can't do Serika's voice. Bye! Oh my god, it really hurts. Wow. You don't think when you're talking normally, like, my throat's a little scratchy, and then you try to do voices like, oh my god! Oh my god! Ah! Like, I can't. Wow. It's like fucking broken. Weird. It's painful, but Ito silently took the bag with the camera in it from me and said, some guys have all the luck. Oh, Ito, Sarika, you two? With those mysterious words, he disappeared into the hallway. What's wrong with Shin? No clue. Ooh, profile, Honda. Whoa, whoa, whoa! But you zoomed out. You were totally zoomed in. It was nicer. I wish I could, like, zoom in, but anyway. Honda. Are there any other 40-ish Chunko lovers like me who watch sumo? No. Ha. Today's ringside conversation, that Ozeki's cool, or I want that Yokozuna? Well, that's normal. Meanwhile, I look at the stickers in the desert of the sumo wrestlers and say, it's a sumo wrestler. Fat, that's a compliment. Favorite music, the one that drums play before it starts. The one the drums play before it starts. Who I respect, Edmund Tanaka, no headbutts. Oh wow, it's 3 a.m. Lol. Man, this is what's rough about being a sumo wrestler. The sumo stickers saved the world from destruction. New tag sumo stickers. 10/1/2015, Thursday, 14:37. The phrase sumo sticker has always seemed strange to me. The face may look like a sumo wrestler, but it's not actually. It's a fat man. No, we don't even know if it's a man. It could be a woman. One need only look at the hairstyle to find proof of this. The hair is parted, not brushed back, which means it's not being tied into a top knot. Of course, there are some real sumo wrestlers who don't have enough hair to form a top knot, but they all brush their hair back. No sumo wrestler has ever stood in the ring with parted hair. So what does that mean? It's just some guy with parted hair? No. The hair, in fact, represents a temple. And in a temple, of course, you find a god. It's a Buddha. The sticker has 3 eyes. 2 overlapping faces should, of course, produce 4 eyes, which means that the number 3 is significant. The third eye is the eye of the mind. Since ancient times, the third eye has been used as a motif in conspiracy theories and urban legends. The eye that sees truth. The Senragan? The Anjan? The Ajna? Chakra? Anyway. The eye of the pyramids. All of these things are represented as having power beyond human understanding. In other words, the third eye is God himself. Psh, mind blown. Should have been like, the third eye of the pyramid, symbol of the Freemasons, is also known as the all-seeing eye of God, or the eye of the Egyptian deity Horus. Just feel like we should just be in conspiracy bro voice. Anyway, In other words, the eye of God sits beneath the hair in his temple. Do you remember in 2012 when the world was supposed to end during the Mayan apocalypse? Don't we all? But researchers have already proven the original date given for the Mayan apocalypse was an error. The correct date was September 3rd, 2015. This date brings us to Egyptian mythology, which it's October, so, well, that didn't happen, I guess. According to a legend recorded on a fresco in the Temple of Isis, the world will sink underwater in September of 2015. And the goddess Isis is the mother of the sun god, Horus. Do you understand now? The sumo stickers represent God! But then why are they only appearing in Shibuya? Because the grace of God wanted to protect Shibuya from the apocalypse. It's, September comes before October, but I'm just saying. Other articles about sumo stickers. Solar storms, sumo stickers discovered so far. Second type, legs come. Okay, I just wanted to read that over there. Anyway. If you're a reader of this blog, you'll already have guessed what I'm about to say. Last month, in September 2015, the world was threatened by a greater danger than any it had ever faced before. A massive solar storm caused electronics to crash all over the world, but especially in North America and Europe. North American and Europe. That's not right, game. It's North America, not North American. A full month has passed, but only 50% of the damage has been fixed. Oh, that's true. We mentioned that, well, our character. Taku mentioned that at one point, something about the solar storm or whatever. That came up. You know, in the things, and you're like, wait, what? That's some interesting... So there's definitely, like, the sci-fi fantasy element to this, because, like, the solar storm that knocks out the things and the weird lights before the whatever. And now this, you're like, oh, these are kind of interesting conspiracies. I like this. It's kind of fun. Anyway. So why did Japan, the world's third largest economy, and in particular, Shibuya, one of its biggest cities, survive almost unscathed? Yes, because the eyes of God, the third eyes, opened and created a powerful barrier. This is the truth, and this is my message to all the people of Shibuya. I want you to understand this. The faces on the sumo stickers do not belong to a sumo wrestler. They're a symbol of God. They are God. You must not take them down. That would be blasphemy. This is already too long, so I'll go into the details in my next entries. Comments. Interesting. An interesting perspective. By the way, my name's Maya. Lol. How is that for synchronicity? Maya. 10/1/2015. 2. Untitled. I've seen the sumo stickers too. It's totally a sumo wrestler. Winsy Matsui. Creepy. This is some creepy shit. Lol, 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 lol. Just passing through. 4. Apocalypse theory. I didn't obviously read creepy. It was number 3, so like whatever, sorry. 4. Apocalypse theory. How many people in the world actually believe in the Egyptian calendar apocalypse? It's just something they came up with to explain why the Mayan apocalypse never happened. I mean, touche to that, because it's literally like when, well, the world's going to end in 2012 and it didn't happen, and you're like, so it did. Oh, the date was wrong. It's actually going to happen in February of 2013, and you're like, uh-huh. And then when that didn't happen, it's like, I mean, sorry, September 2015. I mean, I just, woo, and people keep falling for this shit, and you're like, you know what, when you've been wrong, like, 100% of the time, you know, I mean, I get what you're thinking. Like, at one point, you're like, see, I was right this one time out of the 700 times that I gave you full of bullshit. I mean, at one point, if you just keep guessing, it's the apocalypse. Today's the apocalypse, guys. Not going to live to see tomorrow. I was wrong, but today is the apocalypse, guys. We're not going to live to see tomorrow. At some point, you're going to be right, but no one's going to be around to know, so I'm just saying. You know. But it's just the gullible sheeple people that are like, oh my god, the apocalypse, they said so. And it's like, okay. But we did get a really good movie out of it. Look, I know 2012 was kind of terrible, but it was also kind of awesome because I love disaster movies, okay? I'm sorry. I just fucking love them. I don't want that shit to happen in real life. Like, fuck no. But, like, shit, it's so much fun. And people are like, I mean, it wouldn't happen that way. And that's not, it doesn't look good. No, but I don't give a shit. Shut up. This is amazing. I love this crap. And some of them are the worst. Some of them are so bad, but you were like, I am having a hell of a time. This is so much fun. I love it. I don't know why. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how bad it is. I have so much fun. Yeah, sure. Absolutely, John Cusack could fucking take that goddamn limo and jump that fucking shit. Yeah. Okay. Totally unbelievable, but it was fucking fun, okay? It was amazing. You're like, look at Hawaii. It's literally all volcano. Everything shifted around, and up is down, and down is up, and all that. And like, so many people were stuck behind the science, and you're like, could you just This is fun as shit. You're like, everything is falling apart. It's great. I don't know. I love disaster movies, okay? Even when they're terrible. I don't care. I have fun. Anyway, it's just something they came up with to explain why the Mayan apocalypse never happened. Okay. There are other supposed dates for the apocalypse after 2015 anyway. After 2015 is 2017, then 2020. Okay, I'm just saying, when did this game come out? Because, well, fuck. Okay. Holy shit. Wait a minute. I mean, this game is old. Like, I can't see a date on the back. I'm trying, I can't see one. But that's pretty fucking funny. Can I just... What happened in 2017 that was kind of awful? Anything? I don't know. Don't remember. But I love that. Then 2020? Not gonna lie. That kind of actually did happen. I mean, it wasn't really the apocalypse, but there was a world plague, kind of, so I'm just saying. That's kind of fucking weird. I mean, look, again, you throw out every fucking date on the planet, eventually one of them's gonna stick, but it is weird that it's like 2015, 2017, 2020, and 2030. I'm not looking forward to 2030 things, because now I'm scared. Because 2020 actually happened. Fuck! If that had said like 2019, because it wasn't 2019 when everything was on fucking fire? And they're like, well, now everything's not on fire. Well, now there's a plague. Great. So, like, I'm just saying. Anyway. Go through some more old myths and legends from around the world, and I'm sure you can find more. Conspiracy theories are just a way for the power structure to control the masses. Oedipus Hero. 5. Depending on how you look at it, a lot depends on whether you assume God saved Shibuya, or whether he drove the rest of the world to the brink of destruction. Is it possible that Shibuya was already purified 6 years ago, and that's why it was allowed to survive? Bringing back the earthquake and the magic light pyramid things. Bob, the conspiracy lover. 6. God, huh? How many Japanese have a real understanding of what God actually is? Judy Sunpower. 7. Unacceptable. Do you know how many people died in the earthquake 6 years ago? This isn't appropriate. Please delete this entry immediately. Tokyo Musume? Musume? 8. Where did the name come from? If the sumo stickers don't actually depict a sumo wrestler, we should look at who first started calling them that. We all use the same term to describe them, which means that someone must have been the first one to come up with it. Perhaps someone gave them that name for a reason. Maybe they wanted to blind us to the fact that the stickers were God by making us think they were sumo wrestlers. I sense the presence of someone who doesn't want to admit the existence of God, or perhaps who wants to hide it. Titus ego. 9. It evens out to 0. Over the past few years, unneeded people have been culled from Shibuya. That's what I think. Life is a balance between fun and sorrow. If it all evens out to 0, then it's not a bad life. But for most people, it's a net negative. Coming out to 0 is the best we can hope for. So what is death, then, beyond a thing that no man can avoid? It's not a minus. Of course, it's not a plus either. It evens out to 0. It evens out to nothing at all. The unneeded are culled because they're unneeded. You could say that they were chosen because they were unneeded. The first great culling was the earthquake 6 years ago. The New Generation incident was what foretold it. Shibuya now is just like it was 6 years ago. God will come once again to cull the unneeded. If the sumo stickers are God, then the city will soon be covered in them once more. Polaris. These are insane, but I love it. 10. In regards to apocalypse theory. Is that star? 7? Is that supposed to be an angry face or something? Because it's like, looks like two like angry, like what is going on there? Anyway, that doesn't explain why the 1999 Nostradamus prophecy, the 2012 Mayan apocalypse, and the 2015 Egyptian apocalypse were also heavily reported on by the media. I want to read more. Why can't I read more? I don't wanna. I want to keep going. I love it when we do these computer things and we get to read these random things. Anyway. Schoolboy. Oh, this is schoolboy. Hey, it's Inoue. What's up? Arimura?
Oh, Hinai is probably somewhere around the school. She's in charge of decorating for our class. Hinai. The cafeteria, maybe? It was Akko who dragged her off.
Hey, Inoue, food? Huh? Arimura?
She was just here, but then she said she'd help Akari's team.
Oh! Onoechi? Onoechi? Onoechi. Onoechi? Is that what it is? I don't know. Wanna wrestle?
Hinai? Isn't she with Haruka?
Oh, you're leaving already? You should wrestle with us, Onoe. Oh, is he going on to... Oh, Onoechi? Onoechi. Oh, yeah, because it's Onoe. Okay, he was talking to her. I was like, who the fuck is he talking to? It's... Okay. I've just never heard putting that on somebody's name before. You know what I mean? Anyway.
We're not having any luck finding Arimura. Does she have a lot of friends?
Maybe she's avoiding us.
What's wrong?
Nothing, just... Are you actually really popular?
Why?
Wait, why? Everybody in the second-year class seemed to know who you were.
Really?
Serica made a face like she'd only just realized it now. Well, I never thought of her as particularly unpopular. But even though we weren't always together, we were together often enough that I was too close to get a sense of something like that. Wait, I think a long time ago, Karusu once told her, act a little more like a girl, you're wasting your potential.
Taku?
It's nothing. Wait, oh no, wait. Do you really not know who Arimura was? I mean, I don't really know, but she seems like she's pretty well networked around the school. Even if she was in a different class than you, I figured you might know her from some girls' group or something. Girls at high school had to be better connected than anybody else around, right?
I don't know. I never really thought about class groups or anything like that.
And that makes sense. Act a little more like a girl.
What?
Don't. She's sweet. Leave her alone.
Are you serious?
I suddenly heard a voice I remembered. Was that... Oh, was it her? I looked next to me and saw that Serica was clinging to the window glass and looking down. I looked down and saw someone I knew walking with a group of girls toward the school gate. Let's hurry. It's Arimura.
No, I told you I didn't actually tell him I liked him.
But you guys are sharing an umbrella, right? You're walking through Shibuya on a rainy night? Knowing you, Akko, or actually, knowing how you feel about that guy, it's only a matter of time. I don't remember the voice I gave her. Like, I don't remember, but...
You think so, too?
You're a cabbage roll girl, after all. Cabbage roll girl.
A girl who may seem shy at first glance, but who can become extremely forceful when it comes to getting what she wants in love. The name comes from the Japanese cabbage roll, which is spiced meat wrapped in cooked cabbage. It's said that the peaceful cabbage on the outside hides the vicious carnivore that lurks within.
I fucking love that. That's amazing.
No way. Is Akko a cabbage roll girl?
Are they going to pick up some supplies? Are they going to pick up some supplies? Arimura was walking through the yard with two people who looked like they were her friends. Just like Serica said, she wasn't helping with the decorations in the yard. She was heading straight for the gate.
Should we talk to her?
Yeah, no, actually, give me a second. I needed to get ready. What should I ask? What happened in the hotel, of course. And what did she mean about what she told me?
What about you, Haruka? With
Isozaki?
Oh, didn't I tell you? Haruka's real close with Shirai right now.
Shirai?
No way! I had no clue. How?
I can't do voices right now, but I also can't quite get, like, her voice down. Like, she should be so much, like, a cuter voice, but I can't do that right now. And I haven't quite found her groove yet. When the voice we gave her last time was okay, but, like, now I can't remember what it was. Like, I don't know.
Like, Serica's is pretty easy, and then you, oh my god, like, Karusu is like, whatever.
I kind of almost forget, like, girl at the scene of the crime. Like, not this one, the other one. Yeah. I gotta get better voices for them. Like, I have so many girl voices, and yet some of them don't really fit them, so, like... Anyway.
No, it's not that big of a deal, really. So how did it happen? Tweeter. He's big into Hekiobot, and I retweeted a picture from it.
So you're a cabbage roll girl too, huh? I had no idea.
No, it wasn't planned. It was a coincidence. Taku? They're leaving.
I know, but what's with this huge gap?
Man, I'm so happy. I just feel so great.
She was nothing like the girl I'd seen in the hotel room or even in the student council room. She was just a normal teenage girl. And if you ask me, one of the worthless ones who loved to talk about things that didn't matter. Suddenly, Arimura stopped. That's...
Taku, that's...
I like how that's in her head. Oh. Let's do negative. Yeah. I knew him. That was the detective who visited the interrogation room during her questioning. I want to see what happens.
Sorry, I've got to take care of something. Can you get this stuff for me?
Arimura suddenly bowed to the other two. They seemed about to say something, but they must have seen the detective and thought better of it.
We'll text you later.
They left.
Isn't that a little unreasonable?
Her voice sounded different, like someone had flipped a switch somewhere inside her. Isn't that a little unreasonable? Oh. I wanted to see you no matter what. Oh my god, are you thinking that they're having a torrid affair? Dude, Taku, what the fuck is... Okay, you just need to get laid, kid. Seriously, go home, get a porno magazine, have some fun with yourself. I don't know, just like stop. You were such a fucking pervert. So weird.
But you didn't have to come all the way to my school. If they find out about us.
I don't care. I gotta read it like a drama, because, you know, it's totally fake.
You might not care, but I do.
It felt like they were about to start a fight. Okay, a fight, sure. What kind of relationship did they have? Was I imagining it, or was there something immoral about their relationship? You're imagining it, you pervert. God, this kid. I see. I'm sorry. But I want you to understand this no matter what. I intend to protect you forever.
Huh. Even though I'm still a kid.
That doesn't matter. Oh, this is... She's like, this is what? Sarika seemed confused, but I was sure about what was going on. No, you're wrong. Those two were...
Hey, do you love me?
Yeah, I love you. More than anyone in the world. I knew it! Oh no. Felt like I'd seen something I really shouldn't have.
You mean it?
I mean it.
If you get involved with a girl like me, your whole life might be ruined.
That doesn't matter. I told you that, didn't I?
You're a fool. You really are a fool. I'm trying to keep my distance from you, but you follow me no matter where I go. I don't want to make you unhappy.
Arimura covered her face with her hand. It looked like she was crying. The air felt heavy. This was the negative. This is so fucking funny. I mean, it's wrong because it's like a 30-something-year-old man and a 15-year-old girl, but like, it's just fucking hilarious that this is where he went with negative. It's usually we're getting stabbed or some shit, and this is like some torrid love affair. The fuck is wrong with us? It was like a scene from a movie. That's why it was overly dramatic. I won't be unhappy. Protecting you is what makes me happiest of all. That's why I'm reading it really weird and dramatic. The detective held her gently. With all these people around, he's so bold! And Zerga's like, what do you think is happening? The two of them gazed at one another. Arimura softly closed her eyes as the tears kept falling. Their lips drew ever closer. If that happens, I won't investigate it. I'm not chasing gossip. I got my pride. Normally, I wouldn't want to even watch something like this. What gossip? What's gossip? She didn't even know that? You could be part of the newspaper club if you didn't know that. Oh, she's like, what's gossip? Oh. I thought she was like, what's gossip? Like, you're talking about gossip. What is? Huh? Not what is gossip. Like, what does that word mean? But what is it? What are you referring to that is gossip? You know what I mean? I thought that's what she was asking. And he's like, God, you don't even know what the word means? And she's like, no, that's not what? It's when you write sensational articles about a person's private life. Is that bad? There are a lot of gossip magazines in the world. I just don't like it is all. Okay. Serica nodded and gave me a thumbs up. Okay. I won't do any gossip stuff then. Yeah. Well, whatever. Good. Well, that's because she has no clue. He's like, I'm not going to write about this gossip. And she's like, what? Okay, sure. She's like, you're crazy. Arimura was ignoring me and talking with the detective, a serious look on her face. Sorry, but I don't have a lot of time. I didn't tell them I was a detective, so I hope that's good enough. It's not about whether you're a detective or not. Okay, I'm trying to get into a voice. She's got to have a cuter kind of voice and like whatever. We're going to fix this. Okay. Your release is conditional. You know that, right? Can we go to a cafe nearby? There's a place not many people know about. The two of them started to walk off, and it'll change when I get my voice back too, so like we'll figure it out. Is she going on a date with is she going on a date with a detective? Of course not. They're just talking about the case. As I stood there and thought, Serica brought her face right up to mine. It was too close, and if the other students saw, they'd get suspicious. And she smelled good, so I wanted her to stop. I love that. She'll get suspicious, and she smells really good, so... What do we do, Taku? I want to hear what they have to say. I pushed her face back just a little and looked toward the direction they'd gone off in. I imagine that he actually, like, put his hand on her face, like, just and pushed her back. Like, she's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hand in her face. Should we go then? Yeah, she said a nearby cafe, which means cafe. Well, those came out weird. Even after being damaged by the earthquake, Shibuya was still a mecca for fashion and culture. There were a number of cafes, even just around Hekio Academy. She said it was one of the many. She said it was one not many people know about. I wonder if she means Cafe LAX. Or Cafe Lax. I don't really know if it's supposed to be Lax or LAX. I see LAX in capitals and I just think it's the fucking Los Angeles airport, right? But like, isn't LAX Los Angeles? Anyway, I don't know. It's an airport. So I just want to say it that way, but I think it should be Cafe Lax. But not LAX, but anyway. Yeah, that would make sense. We're just going to flip back and forth. I'm never going to know what to call it. So the newspaper club went there so often because it was close to school, but students rarely visited it. Pretty smart comment coming from you, Onoe. I got a compliment. No, not really. We nodded at each other as we went through the gate. All right, let's go. Okay. Like, I know we're pervy, and we... You two! Your usual seat's taken. I fucking love this weird fucking girl. Because she doesn't fit with the other characters. Like, she's just so, like... I don't know. It's her animal mouth. There's something about it. It's just weird. I tried to motion to the waitress to get her to understand. Serica and I finally succeeded in getting her point across. I see. All right, come this way. I can't do anything high-pitched or squeaky, so sorry. With the perceptiveness that belied her ridiculous appearance, she led us to a seat near the entrance, far from our usual spot. If we put up a newspaper, maybe they couldn't spot us. We sat down and spread out a newspaper to hide our faces. I ordered myself my usual Mountain View and Serica her grapefruit juice. Serica drew her shoulders in to make herself harder to spot. Can you hear them? I peeked out a little over the newspaper and motioned for her to be quiet, then listened. Like, we want to sit as close to those two as possible without them seeing us. People from Hekio not come here? Think so. Good, it was a little hard to hear, but I could make it out. I was still amazed to find out that anyone from Hekio but us knew about this place, that anyone from Hekio but us knew. See, and this is where I got on my listening device. Started recording on my frickin' Pokecom. So, what's this about? I'm cooperating with the interrogations. I just realized this a moment ago, but you're a very different person at Hekio, aren't you? Arimura frowned a little. You're talking during the interrogations now, but you're continuing to be completely passive, I'm told. By interrogations, you must mean that they were asking her about what she was doing at the Love Hotel. Still. What was that? A file? Leans over from the whole side of the wall, and they're like, what are you doing? Just grabbing the salt on your table. And I, Arimura, Class 2-3, came to Hekio Academy in 2014, head of the Literature Club, chipper and sociable. Average grades, no arrest record, no trouble with the authorities at school. What's your fucking point, bitch? This is what the school gave us on you. Besides you and a basic profile the police built, we know nothing about the case. Since you keep telling us you don't remember anything. The detective leaned back in his chair. I couldn't see his expression from here, but I could guess that he was frowning. Could you at least be as sociable as you are at Hekio? The police are doing everything they can to... That's a lie. That's a lie. Her words were sharp. Arimura was glaring at the detective as if she found his presence extremely unpleasant. That's right. I'm sorry. The detective bowed his head just a little. I couldn't see his expression. We've cut holes in the newspaper just for our eyeballs. What? I and the person helping me are doing everything we can to solve this case. If nothing else, we're not your enemies. Arimura fell silent for a moment as if considering his words. What? What were they talking about?
I'm not deliberately being uncooperative with the investigation. I just can't answer the question. When I say I have no memories of what happened before, during, and after the incident, I'm telling the truth.
So is there anything else you can tell us? For instance, about your relationship with Hironori. Oh, right. Hironori Kakita, the murder victim. My heart started beating faster.
Taku?
The murder victim? The police had declared the Love Hotel incident revolving dead a suicide. I leaned forward even more. I couldn't afford to miss a word of this.
By us, you mean yourself and that other person, correct?
Yeah, the police have nothing to do with this. Arimura thought for a second.
Kakita was helping me.
Helping you with what? With that issue?
Yes, of course. We would sometimes meet in a place where we could be anonymous and exchange information.
How did you meet him? What's wrong?
He was a friend of my brother's.
Wasn't your brother caught in the earthquake and...
Stop it. My brother, my family, has nothing to do with this.
Arimura's voice sounded genuinely pained. The detective fell silent for a moment, allowing her words to echo through the room. All right. Yes, this is Shinjo. Yeah? Yeah, all right. I'll be back in 10. Get it ready. The detective stood up. I quickly scrunched my shoulders together and leaned close to the newspaper. The detective knew our faces. I couldn't let him see me. Oh, right. And before I go, have you seen this before? The detective took out something like a file. And Arimura jerked backwards and looked away, frowning. What's wrong?
I know it, but I don't like that sticker.
Did she say sticker?
What about it?
She was still looking away as she spat out the words. You were aware that the video taken at the scene at the hotel was uploaded to the internet, right? It seems it was uploaded from a free Wi-Fi spot in Shibuya, and we still haven't found the guy who did it, but... This sticker was placed right where we believe the camera had to have been. Do you know anything about it?
No, not really. Just that it's creepy. You see them all over town, right? Close that thing up, please.
Arimura refused to look at it. The detective put it away. I'm sure. There's no way this thing has anything to do with the case. And this time he turned to go for real. And from now on, please try to be a little more cooperative with the guys at the station.
I told you there's nothing I can say to them.
She sounds too much like Serica. I also can't do voices right now, like I said, so we'll figure it out. I'm sorry. You don't have to tell them anything, but some of the brass aren't happy with your conditional release. They prefer to do things by the book. If you're so chipper and cheerful at Hekio, it should be easy for you, right? Arimura sighed a very exaggerated sigh.
Just so we're clear, it's really hard for a teenage girl to act like a teenage girl these days, you know?
She snapped real fast. Crap. Good, they didn't spot us. And by the way, there are no others like you as of now, right?
Nope.
What do you mean, like you?
Come back soon!
That scared me.
Taku, shouldn't we leave before Arimura does?
You're right. Things could get complicated if she caught me listening in. I paid for our drinks and headed for the exit.
Come back soon!
Just as I was able to leave.
Whatever happens, it isn't my problem.
Arimura was all the way in the back, but I could hear her voice clearly. Creepy. October 6, 2015, Tuesday. 9 p.m. in front of Shibuya Station. Dun dun dun! The place was as crowded and noisy as ever. The footsteps of people rushing to the station to get home after work, the voices of people talking into their phones about where to meet for drinks, the screams of joy as old friends were reunited. It all blended together, and it all had an effect on anyone who passed through it, even for a moment. 6 years after the Shibuya quake, the city had been rebuilt to the point where there was nothing left to remind you of it. Everything was up and running again. Until a few years ago, many people would stop and stare and wonder at how everything was new, but not anymore. The slogan of the restoration efforts, Shibuya, a city reborn, had such an effect on people that the past was beginning to be forgotten. At least, for people who weren't in Shibuya during the earthquake. Just a 1-minute walk away from the station was the Shibuya Earthquake Memorial. Kurusa made sure to visit once every week. She would put a flower down by the name of her best friend from elementary school and pray silently. Kind of sad. It was only a short distance from the heart of the city, but the noise and commotion didn't reach this place. This place was somberly constructed and pure, as if it wanted to be separated from all that. Today was October 6th. The quake was on November 6th, so this was the same day of the month. Maybe that's why there were so many flowers. Some of them were lying scattered on the ground. Aww, it's such a pretty CG. She looks so sad. There was no one around. Alright, I feel really bad, like, now she looks so pretty and sad, and I feel bad being like... See, the thing is like, okay, the artwork, like, for the CG kind of thing, right? I mean, it's the best thing, I mean, it's the closest thing we have to a CG, you know what I mean? Because it's not really a background, but it's not the sprite, so... But, like, the artwork on there, it's like, she doesn't look, they're not as cutesy with their giant eyes, like, she still has giant eyes, but she's done in a kind of more mature way. So it's not like, because sometimes with the big eyes, they get a little too cutesy. The art style is that way in this, so it's like not that, but like, I don't know, I just kind of like the art style of the CG better than the sprites, even though the sprites aren't terrible, you know what I mean? But I just think she looks so much prettier. So I feel bad being like, yeah, I don't like her. It's not that I don't like her, it's just, she's my least favorite so far out of like the girls we've met. Oh, Hanai's kind of up there too. I don't particularly like, I don't love her, but she's a creepy, weird character, so I kind of appreciate that. But like I hope we don't try to romance her. It's gonna be weird. I don't know if there's like, you know what I mean? I don't know if that's any part of this or like, you know, but I'm just guessing maybe with how pervy this freak is, but I don't know.
But I don't know. There's something about Kurusu. I think it's her mom mentality, you know, which I understand, but I'm like, just not a fan of that character. You know what I mean? It'd be like, oh, I like this character, but they're yandere, so I'm just not into them. But I don't know, her, like, just like, yeah, the other ones are kind of cute and fun, but she's just like, she moms us too much, and I'm simmer down, girl. But like right now, I'm like, I feel bad for being like, I don't particularly like her that much. Again, I don't dislike her. She's like bottom tier of the girls in this, you know? But she looks so cute here. She's so pretty, and it's like, oh, you poor thing. Pat her on the head. Anyway, sometimes people would come at around 10:30 p.m. when the earthquake struck, but other than that, the place was mostly empty at night. Oh, her dress is so cute. Oh, I didn't even realize I hit the wrong button, but hey, there you go. Like, it's so cute. Of course, you know, they gotta have boobs the size of their head, but like, Kurusu went around the area, grabbing up all the scattered flowers she could see, and putting them on a nearby dais. She'd done it many times before. It was all part of her routine. What do I do? Kurusu was thinking about what happened a few days before, about her younger brother, Miyashiro. You're gonna die. She'd heard it clearly. Hinai Arimura had said those words to Miyashiro. Takuru... No, that was impossible. There was no way her brother was about to get caught up in something because of what he'd learned. Also, because it's also like I give her this voice, which doesn't like make her like... It's not that it makes her unlikable, but it doesn't make her the most likable. That's the voice I gave her too, but... A sudden wind blew the flowers out of her hand. They scattered away from her. All she could do was watch. For a moment, she tried to reach out and grab them, but her hand clawed uselessly at the air. Before the feelings overwhelmed her, she turned toward the place where her friend's name was carved. Hey. She rubbed it gently. The familiar sensation came to her through her fingers. Aww. What do I do? But the name, Senri Minamisawa? Senri Minamisawa, just echoed the question back to her. Minamisawa. Well, that flipped fast to us. I guess we can keep going for a little bit longer. If it's a little bit longer of a part, that's fine. Yeah, I think I like it. It's rare for you to get such a good angle. Come on, man. Just so you know, that was a pain to put up. Did you hang it up somewhere? Oh, it's some kind of metal pipe or something stuck along a wall. No, you mean a drain spout. Takes the rainwater that builds up on the roof and... No one cares! I use my own money to pay for the rubber bands I used to tie it up. Pay me back tomorrow. What? You're the one who decided to put it there? And this was your idea, President Miyashiro? Ugh. Some metal pipe. No, I think what you're talking about is a water pipe. My god, we are such a pretentious dick. Just so you know, we're taking turns picking up the data. Fine. Anyway, it's really a pain to have to go there and pick it up. Can you get that? Can you get one that can transmit wirelessly? They're expensive. If we tried to do wireless from there all the way to Hekia or this place, that'd be a huge pain. So what about you? Huh? Arimura, did you get to see her? I guess. Depends on how you look at it. I'll tell you tomorrow. I got some interesting information. What? Tell me now! Are we on the phone with him? It's almost time for Shibuya News' broadcast. I'm assuming we're on the phone with him because otherwise we'd see it Sprite. Huh? There's a broadcast today? You should have been more careful. You need to check everything more carefully. It was at the very bottom of today's update, club member Ito. Shut up! He hung up on me angrily. I put the phone down and checked the time. About 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes! Shibuya News. I opened Shibuya News and waited for the broadcast to start. News. After that. Arimura had waited about an hour before she'd come out of Cafe Lax. See, I told you, we're going to flip back and forth because I'm not sure which I like better, but
I thought about pretending to run into her, but I didn't want to go up to her too fast and have her find out I was listening. As I waited for the right moment, she got in a taxi and left. She's probably heading to the Shibuya police station for an interrogation. This was amazing. I wasn't able to talk to Arimura, but I knew I'd managed to get much more important information. There was a lot about their conversation I didn't understand, but I was right about one thing. The police were treating the incidents, or at least revolving dead, as murders. No, maybe not the police. That detective, Shinjo was it? He seemed to be acting separately from the rest of the police force. And he had some kind of secret about it that he shared with Arimura. But more importantly than that, and more importantly than anything, the sticker he was talking about had to be the sumo sticker. From what he'd been saying, I was sure of it. And while he knew about the sumo stickers, he didn't seem to realize their importance. Maybe he hadn't realized that they were at the other two crime scenes. It's like, he didn't realize their importance, but I know. You know, we're such a fucking dick. I love it. Good. I was really one step ahead of the police. Like, we're an asshole, and sometimes I'm like, this kid is gonna... I don't know if I want to hug him or punch him. You know what I mean? I love the character, but I hate him a little. But, like, it's in a good way. Like, my God, I hate you. You're insufferable, but it's making for a good time. This really is my big chance. If I kept it up, I might be able to learn more about the case than anyone else. More than the ignorant kids getting ready for the festival. More than the people who had to cling to the internet for information. More than even the police. More than Kawahara, that jerk who called me a pretend reporter. And more than the rest of the class who called me a camera kid. Kawahara? Who's Kawahara? I don't remember if we met. I don't know, anyway. I'll show all those wrong-siders. It's now 12 a.m., October 7th, 2015. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kay, your host. I'm not sure who Kay is, and remember, so we're just doing... I don't remember the voice we kind of gave her last time, but Shibuya News' net radio started just like it had said it would. Kay's voice was as pleasant and clear as ever. Mine is not, so just suck it up. The last broadcast was after the Love Hotel incident, so it would have been September 30th. It'd been about a week. And that awful muggy heat is finally going away, isn't it? If the news is right, the temperature should be good for a while. I hope you're all enjoying the weather. As I listened to her voice read out the latest information from Shibuya, I grabbed a magazine off a cabinet shelf. It was a back issue of Cool Cat Press that I'd bought, or rather, been forced to buy from Gen. Just like with Kay's broadcast, it had been a while since I'd spent any time with this. I paged through it looking for an interesting article. I know we're over time, but we're just going to go till the end of this, so... It was still mostly junk. 10 ways to make your ideal girl like you. How to tell your ideal girl you like her. What to say to your ideal girl to get her into your bed, etc. There were a lot of articles that were of no interest to me whatsoever. Nope, not at all. As I carefully read through these articles, which did not interest me at all, I found a small section in the back that was something a little different. I love... They're all friggin' pathetic as I read 10 ways to get the girl into bed. Not putting eye drops in her shit. Warshak? Will reveal her naked heart. How to know exactly what she's thinking. The article consisted of strange, symmetrical drawings in black ink, along with commentary from a psychoanalyst about what each said about your personality. Or at least it was someone who claimed to be a psychoanalyst. And at the very end, there were even diagrams on how to use the pictures to see how popular you were or how compatible you were with a certain girl. This magazine's got everything, doesn't it? I whispered to myself. The Rorschach test was a famous personality test. Is it Rorschach? I'm not sure how to pronounce it anyway. A famous type of projective personality test invented by a Swiss psychologist. A projective test is one which gives a subject a stimuli which can be interpreted in multiple ways and uses their response to learn more about what they're thinking or who they are. In the Rorschach test, ink is dripped onto paper, which is then folded to create a symmetrical image. This image is then shown to the test subject and the response is recorded. It looks like a bat. You've got an obsession with bats, Batman, maybe? You know, which... That was in the Val Kilmer Batman one, wasn't it? Anyway. The image is then shown to the test subject and the response is recorded. Rorschach images always come in a set of 10 cards, and the use of these sets requires a great deal of knowledge and skill. Much research has been done on the use of Rorschach cards since their invention, and their use continues today. Rorschach? I can't... Something like that. Anyway. The test involved pouring black and red ink down a folded card and spreading it out to create a strange symmetrical shape.
Those are like two elephants, or, well, they could be bunnies giving a high five with their, well, elephants giving high fives with their trunks, but they could also be bunnies high-fiving each other. And that looks like some kind of like, there's like a bell in the middle and like something else. I can't quite get that one. That one has got ears. Number 4's got ears. Number 3 is like, what the? That one kind of looks maybe like a fox. I see a fox in number 3. This is fun. Anyway, the test involved, okay, I already read that. Different people would see the shape as a dog's head or a man and woman kissing, and what you saw told you about your personality. I'm sly like a fox, and I'm clueless. I don't see a man and a woman kissing. Where is that one? We're like, it just looks like messy shit on paper. Like, I was... Well, because, like, number 3, because, like, it's got his ears on the top, and then there's little plumpy cheeks. I don't know what that line on the bottom, like, but then there's, like, his whiskery snoot. It could be a wolf, I guess. Like, I don't know. Where's the man and woman kissing? It could also be two old dudes staring at each other, having a stare-off. Like... I wish I could use my trackpad on this and, like, point and be like, see, there are their noses, like, and they got their elbows out. Psychoanalysts would have a fun time with me. So, okay, so it's like these two guys, and then they're, like, mad at each other, and then they're like, what the fuck? It's a butterfly. And you're like, that is not a fucking butterfly. That's... The idea of using it to determine your popularity or compatibility with a certain girl was just so stupid I had to laugh. We're totally gonna do this later, aren't we? With, like, somebody. And this one's a sheep, huh? Let me see. If you saw this as a fur-covered animal like a sheep, you have a strong urge to hide your real desires. Oh, yeah. Girls say they don't know what you're thinking and are cautious around you. Yes, because we're a fucking weirdo. Your popularity rating is 20 out of 100? Huh? I snapped back to my senses. That was close. I almost did the whole test. I tossed the magazine on my desk. And then, as if she'd been waiting for me to finish, Kay's voice became a little more serious. Now then, we've gone over a lot of the happenings in Shibuya today, but it's time to get to the point. I'm holding this broadcast today because I want to introduce you to a certain article. The point? What article was she talking about? I listened intently to Kay's words. Oh my god. I kind of knew it when it said Kay. I was like, I wonder if she's the other girl on the back cover of our thing. And then we met Lab Coat Girl. Lab Coat Girl is the other girl on the back cover, so I was kind of fucking right. Bam! Kay-san has a different voice than Mio. But, well, they're kind of close, but I guess okay, anyway. The article's about something I talk about quite a lot on my site and during these broadcasts. That's right. The strange incidents that are happening in Shibuya right now. She's got to kind of mask her voice a little. She's going to sound a little different. They're going to be like, you sound exactly the same. She probably does, but... I've told you before that these events are occurring on the same dates as the New Generation Madness, but... This video points out another thing they have in common. She's talking about her video. Her video? Oh my god! What? Had someone other than us noticed? This is the address. I clicked the link she posted immediately after I saw it. It was an address from a Nikonia video. The few seconds it took to load felt like an eternity. He's like so pissed, and it's our video. It's ours. You know it's ours. I know we're so over time, but it's okay. We're going to keep going until we're done with this part. Sorry. There it is. Huh? Huh? I saw the thumbnail for the video and quickly turned away. And then I grabbed my phone. Oh no, wait, are you listening to Shibuya News? Watch it now, she's reporting on our video! October 7th, 2015, Wednesday. Okay, well, so now we're... Wait. Are we still on the thing? You know what? I'm gonna stop here. Can I actually stop here? Yeah, okay, I could. Okay, I just want to make sure I can save, because, like, I can't... I'm, like, yawning too much because I'm exhausted. I wanted to record a couple parts tonight, or at least play a little bit, maybe one more. And it's so good. Like, this is fun. Like, I get into this, like, oh my god, there's weird shit happening. I like it. But, like, I can't do the voices, and I'm exhausted. So, like, I probably won't. But I wanted to make sure I could save here. But we'll save here, and we'll come back in the next part. So, we had a nice little longer part than normal. So, anyway. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up. and subscribe to see more.